go? Where'd you go? And then when it shut down, and then it instantly restarted, and then I think it just had to do an update or something. And I was like, seriously, I'm in the middle of a stream and you did that. I hope that's what it was, because it's never done that before, so that was a little weird. See how my live chat replay was not clicked, and so sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't, so I have to always come in here and check that to make sure. And 9 times out of 10 it is, but it's always that one time. And I hate it when they don't show my replay. That is so annoying. You know, so. Anyways, okay. Yeah, here we go. Back into my build. What a bummer. I lost all my crowd. Anyways, well, let me get my chat back open on my new stream, if I can find it. Let me see if my thing is okay, so it has rebooted. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and play this.
This is a big one. This is unlimited.
Okay. Thank you.
This
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
but it's got that people talking on it, so
I'm still steadily trying to figure out which table to use.
It'll show, so, yeah. Which one? Ooh, that's my code.
I kind of like the lines in that one. Thank you.
Oh. Don't you boo-boo at me.
My dog, she's so sassy. She'll come up to me and just, if I don't give her attention straight away, she'll grump at me.
Sad? Okay, I'm gonna go with that one. I think it looks pretty his one with that ring around it. Alright. I don't know that I'm going to do this, but
I can't believe I couldn't find one that was just like white top, you know, but oh well, that's okay, because I'm going to neutralize, I'm going to use that color, some earth colors in the rest of the room, so it'll be okay.
Let's see if we can get...
So I want to set it, I'm going to have, I think, a total of 5.
Now
These will need 2 bar stools, and these should be enough space for 3 chairs. So you can actually, in keeping in mind for those who use mods, there is a mod where you can put like basically like a booster chair, so a toddler can sit in the dining table. I don't know why toddlers can sit in any of the chairs in the house, but they can't sit in the dining room chair. I don't get that logic, but there is a mod where you can put a booster seat on a chair, so this will be appropriate where you can have a space for like a toddler can sit at this table, right? And also there is
3 chairs down here.
I think you can put there's a mod swinging chair that you can also, they can sit at the table, but it's at the level of a dining room table, not these right here. So you can either use the booster seat mod, or you can use the swing chair that you can put up near a table, and so that way it's like the toddler can sit at the table with you. Hello, and thank you for stopping in. So I'm not gonna really have enough space in this starter home to have a full dining room, so I thought, well, let me just rearrange this little dinette here, but I want to make it like toddler friendly also. And I showed in another video the swing chair that I use to have toddlers sit at the dining table with the rest of them to eat and not have to use a high chair. But then there's a cute little, again, I said the cute little booster chair mod is also adorable. And
the yellow and white.
kind of, I don't know how they do it.
And
It's like, because toddlers can climb up to most chairs, it kind of gives like a chair mod
maybe do another
in the
tile
booster
here.
seat. So it kind of turns a dining room chair into like a regular chair that they can climb up on.
Okay, I'm bringing it down here.
And so the little swing chair, modded chair, toddlers
But
can
if I
sit
do
in it.
this,
So
I'm gonna
can
have to move
kids also.
the kitchen over one more
But they
tile,
will
which it's going to be
have the
ugly when
plate
we
like
get
in their lap when they're
I don't have
eating,
enough
like it
space.
won't be on the table, but
Unless I
still they're
move
sitting
that
at the table,
wall
right?
on the
That's
bathroom,
kind
which
of the
I think I'm
idea,
going to do so I can put that door
is
on
have
that
the
one more
toddler sit at
tile.
the table with
I really
the
want to
rest
do
of the
this kitchen
family.
this way. I want it to be, yeah.
And so I think I need to go one more over.
Move this right up here. Come on, work with me.
So yeah, I think this is enough. 1, 2. It might just be 4 seats. I think I ended up with 4 seats. And I don't know why. See, I don't know if it's the lighting, but it doesn't look like it matches when you're connecting it, but it does. Okay, so I'll just pull that out just enough, and then you can get 2 more little seats right there, but they're dining room level seats.
This way.
So little ones can sit at, oh, I'm sorry, I thought I added you. I thought I clicked that button. I apologize. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you.
These are kind of cute. Should I just get it right? Okay, now there's the dining room and kitchen. And really and truly, I should probably, see, this is going to be a living room over here. I'm going to make the couch go this way, put a bookshelf over here, the door's over here. And I have to over here beside.
The chairs don't match. I don't really like that, but I think for the most part they match in color. So now see, you can, yeah, so 4 seats total. But you can, again, you can put in a booster seat there for the toddler if you have that mod.
Yeah. Kind of a problem with that column. Actually,
as far as I know, it won't work on like Barstool.
Not happy. I have this also. Because I've got a bunch of engines. I'll just kind of keep it. It's like a shotgun house.
So I am going to do this whole build outside included. I'm not going to do as much stuff as I normally do, just because, you know, I'm using my left hand, and I do have carpal tunnel in my left hand, so kind of limited.
So I'm going to go ahead and pull it over. Okay.
I would do a whole lot more, but I'm just happy to be building Sims 4. I'm playing offline, and I'm playing the older version of Sims 4, because I think the last update that this computer has had was August 2025. So, yeah, you know, it shouldn't have that photo bug in it, but I'm having problems getting to be able to play. Like when I try to go play a Sims house, it will like route me back to the map world. And so the only way I can get into play is I'll go create a new sim, and then when I try to drop her, the music will come on like she's been placed, but then it doesn't play. So then I just go into build mode instead. And anyways, I'm like, well, at least there's that. So yeah, I'm gonna change those stairs out. And I really like that house next door. That build next door is pretty nice for the starter house block. I'd like to know who built that so that I could go watch and see if they have a YouTube channel and tutorial. Because some of the YouTube builders they build stuff for EA that ends up in the Sims packs. So, but anyways, this has got a lot of space on this lot for adding stuff, and I'm going to use up that space before it is over with. Yeah, so where's my volume? Don't know what happened here.
Let me see.
The only thing I don't change out that mailbox, but so just that one square I think made a big difference in being able to do what I wanted. But I still have plenty of space on the side.
Okay.
Now I will have to redo. I'm going to redo this whole sidewalk area right there. I'm going to redo the whole yard. I'm going to do the back, and the pools. I'm going to do a whole 9 yards. Complete this build.
That's motivation. Let me see.
So if you like to watch building, then look at the temperature on the bottom. It's 71. When I started out, it was 58. A couple hours later, it's 70 degrees. It just went down from 71 to 70, so it's now starting to drop because it's now time for the sun to set. So 71 was the maximum. So that's a nice sunny day. So it might be skipping a little bit. I was trying to record with my Prism software, and my graphics card doesn't meet their minimum requirements. Their software is kind of demanding on PCs. You have to have a decent enough graphics card. So I'm using my older PC because my newer one got fried. Our area's internet got hit by lightning, so it took out some modems and my PC.
I can move this door over here this way.
So I know I'm not taking stuff for granted. I will unplug the other day it was storming, I unplugged my stuff. Okay. So I have to be mindful of the weather. And so it looks real bare too because of the seasons. It takes a lot of plants.
There we go.
So you have like a bare spot. Like all this around here, this is bare. It's because seasons erases stuff. When you install seasons
over here
and
bookshelf and whatnot. Okay.
So basically every single build in your game has to be edited because of seasons.
Oh,
That's a nuisance. They should have made, when they made seasons, they should have made plants that were already out there to like not be affected when you download seasons. But and I didn't know what would have had that effect, but whatever. Okay, so I didn't realize, it looks like I have space. I haven't even gone into the wall there.
Just have to get used to it.
I guess it's okay, but sometimes if you go right up on the wall, this corner piece won't place properly. So now I need to move this over here since I added one grid, square grid. Try to get these recentered.
I think I'm just going to go with the open floor.
Yeah, so this is looking kind of crowded over here, but once I get this moved over, it'll be a little bit better. And that way I'll have enough for the TV area, living room, whatever.
Ooh, okay, it is. That is so hard. That is everything here. It's all good.
Okay.
Walk down. I got this.
We'll go for a walk recent.
Okay, now, dining room. Like, this is where you should find hatchet.
Oh, my darling. Come on. Come on, Lisa. Come on. You okay? Oh, poor thing. I can't get up. Good. Bless her heart. You good?
I don't know here. I can't remember. Where do you find the hatches? Not in there. Blah, 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 blah. Let me try something else. Could do that. Let's do that in yellow. Oh, it's not wanting to snap though. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Alright, let me find something else. Hutch. H. Hutch. And miscellaneous displays. That's it. Let's try again. Okay, so Hutch and miscellaneous decorations. There we go. Alright. Blah, 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 blah. What about this? Ooh, what about this one? That's a bookshelf. I do want a bookshelf over here though. Wait, that's not a bookshelf. What the? That says bookshelf, right? What? But it's not a bookshelf. That is so weird. Well, I like the other style. I like the style of the other one. So I guess I'm gonna go with that one. Two hedges and okay, what about some kind of shells? Maybe try my finger. Shells and displays. Okay. See what we got here. So there is a hedge in there. That's kind of pretty. Orange. That's not the right color though. Neither is that. So I'm not gonna do that. How about just some of these shells? But I want a yellow color. Or white. White would work. I don't think I like that. No, I'll just put a decor there. Okay, so I need big doors here. Very china cabinet. But it's empty. Why is it empty? That is weird. We've got like the bottom parts just totally empty. I wouldn't like that. So, no, I'll just put a plant or something like that. Okay. Alright. So much to do over here. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bookshelf over here and a little over. First, I need to get some curtains. Let's pull them out. I'm going to do the same curtains in the kitchen, but size them down. These ones right here, which are actually baking. Have a nice yellow and
Benches and some crows too.
white.
And squirrels.
Which if
Oh my goodness, the squirrels. They were hungry.
The Sims 3, I would totally turn on that.
Uh-oh. Go back outside. I left my phone outside.
I'm going to do this.
Oops. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to change those curtains out.
This one. I probably should size them all down because I don't want any different size. Yeah, they're kind of big anyways, a little oversized. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to grab this one here. Just use your control left brackets. Use your alt button to put those in place. Come on down, work with me. Yeah, that may not
out for a walk. So these curtains here are kind of yellow. More like a tannish yellow. But it's got some yellow. I think it'll match the color theme. Hope. So what do you think?
Okay,
hello, Espada.
Oh,
thank you. Hi, hi, hi. I'm gonna go. Hold on a second. Let me go visit the channel.
Yeah, that's gonna work. Because they are medium size. That will work.
Oh, my phone is going crazy. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh my goodness.
Alright, so we got the living room / kitchen. Maybe I'll just change these up too. I like these because they don't touch the counters. So just have a different color for the kitchen.
Okay.
Alright. So now I'm going to put a little bookshelf in the corner over there.
Please give a like if you haven't already. Pretty please and sugar on top.
Bookshelves. Let's see what we got. Kind of something not too big. Bookshelves have a tendency to be really big in this game. Something kind of basic because this is a starter home, so I'm not trying to go like really big. Kind of like that color, but will it fit right there? I don't think it'll work, but what I could do.
Actually, I think I like it facing better this way. I think I might change it back. But since I'm going to be having chairs on this side, I was thinking.
There we go. Alright, so there's the bookshelf. I'm going to put a little planter
But that
here.
particular bookshelf doesn't let you put stuff on top of it.
Table here.
I like to put stuff on top of bookshelves. Not necessarily on the shelves,
Pull that out.
but I'll do that too. You can place stuff on the shelves, but I like to put stuff on top of the bookshelf.
Alright, and let's go to chairs. Let's see, nice little, I think I'm going to go with brown furniture for the living room.
So see that chair? I went past it. Like this right here
Nice.
can be used as, I think, as a high chair. But that little tiny chair, I'm going to show you this chair. Let me show you.
Bookshelf in the corner over there.
I want to show this chair. So, what the chair that I was talking about that you can use on this dining area for toddlers.
There we go. Alright, so there's the bookshelf. I'm going to put a little planter here, a little table here. Clear that out. Alright, and let's go to chairs.
It's in here somewhere. Right here. This chair right here.
See,
this one right here. This is the chair that I was talking about that toddlers can sit in, as long as you put about a half a square space from the dining table to the actual chair, so they have enough space to get in front of it. They will sit in this chair and they will eat. And that way you can use it in the center dining table that I added in this dinette. That was the chair I was talking about. I don't think I have a booster seat in this particular computer, but I know a lot of people use mine, so I'm just saying this particular setup would be good for. I like having the bar stool, dinette, and the dining room table in the middle, so you can have toddlers and adults sit there together. since I'm not going to have a separate dining room
Put like a
table
little
in this house
table
because it's just a
here.
starter house.
And my favorite go-to table, because it's got plants in it, makes that mean I use that.
Because they think that color, that chair matches that bookshelf pretty well. So we've got white, tan, and yellow. That's the main theme colors of this room.
So this is the kit that it comes in that I'm looking for, but it's smaller, and this is not what I want, like at all.
It usually shows up there.
Strange that it's not showing up.
If it doesn't, then go to your bedroom end tables, and it'll show up there. I don't know why it's really for a living room, not a bedroom, but whatever. You can use it for either, actually.
Here in tables.
See, there it is.
Put that right there. And I'll go back to the living room, and
it's perfect for right there by the windows. Here, with the plants in it, you know.
Accent tables, this one here, because it's basically much.
Yeah, that's too much. Too much. They're competing with each other, so.
No, that's too much.
Hello. Edmund, thank you for stopping by. Hello. Let me add you real quick.
And since I'm playing in an older version of Sims 4, I don't have the updated ones that they added. That's okay. I think pretty orchid would do good here. I'm just going to size that up. I know it's so big, but that's okay. I love a big orchid. It's really pretty. And, okay. Now, let's go over here to the living room area, which is a little awkward.
Okay, those windows are higher than that side. I need to lower them. Because, no, I didn't do that. Whoever built it didn't do that. Oh, I didn't do it. Oh well. Sometimes it's hard to tell when you're building if you've got it looking downwards, you know.
Yeah, they're too close together.
Yeah, see how much higher that is. Oh my goodness. I will go back in and fix that.
Okay. So, it's like, I really need, if I'm going to do the living room.
Now this one's higher than that one. Oh well. It's all good.
Maybe just a little love seat. But I kind of wanted to match the chair over there. So, let's see. I need to have a matching color. See if I can find a matching color. Is that matching? No. Darn. So no, that's not going to work. Although I could just change the couch.
That one's cute.
That matches. Okay, I'm going to go with that.
The wood doesn't match, but the sand color does. Now, see, in Sims 3, I could customize all of them to match color-wise.
And then we'll do another chair like this one over here. And duplicate it.
You hit shift to duplicate.
It doesn't. And
nope, not supposed to duplicate the other one.
I want to duplicate this one. Just have two little love seats here. Okay, so I don't have enough space for a coffee table. Come on. Let's see. Need something country looking. Nature's Revenge. Okay, grab a TV, not the biggest one, but not the smallest one. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Okay, so that's the little sitting living room area. Let's see how much space there is. Oh, that's plenty of space. In fact, I could probably even pull this back just a little bit. Sweet. Make sure I've got plenty of space. Don't worry. Put a little table right here. Table. Let's see. This is cottage living. I think I'm gonna go with the round one. Or maybe a small one. Don't have that many rounds. I don't want to do anything wide.
Risa.
Wow, gosh. No round tables? I wonder if I have something in the bedroom selection. Let me look at the bedroom selections. Oops. Is that already in the bedroom selection? What about the horse range one? See, that doesn't match. That doesn't match. Oh dear. Yikes. I don't like that texture look on it. So, golly gee. Well, I guess I could just do one of these to match the other side of the room. Guess I'll just do that. Should I go with the same color? And that will force them to walk around here. This way, though. Or I could just leave it open. Okay, so how about a pretty potted plant over here? Maybe an instrument over here of some sort. Accent tables in the living room. Oh, radio. Oh. Ooh, how about a record player? Yeah. Oh, I like this one. This is so there's this one from the Get Famous. And then there's this one from the Party Essentials or whatever you call it. This one
Turn this down.
What color to make it match?
It's like kind of echoey sound to it.
I think we'll just stay with the lighter color.
I think it's color balanced. I hope so.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. That's kind of cute. So we got a record player here. That's the music. Now I'm gonna grab a planter.
So sorry, I forgot. When I play a video,
Let's see.
If I have my
kind of
speakers up,
looking.
it echoes. So
put that
I have to
over
remember
here.
that.
No. You could size it up. That's kind of cute. Stick that over here.
Yeah, that's pretty.
All right. Now, how about a pretty picture above the TV? A little something, something, something. I gotta stick an instrument in here somewhere. I'll put the chest out on the front porch. This is kind of nice. What color can I get that into? Not sure that is color balanced. There we go. Okay. Where can I stick an instrument?
Need to put some stuff in the kitchen.
Right, maybe a guitar. I kind of like the ranch style. I'll just stick that right here. Okay, and then we'll put something on the wall there, musical perhaps. Hamana. I do not like that color at all. I wish they have saxophone, but they don't have the guitar. Picture somebody playing the guitar. That's a little loud. The colors are a little off-centering.
Oh, yeah. You're so itchy. Oh my goodness.
Gosh. How about this one? It's a stringed instrument. I'm going to size it down. Put that right there. So I'm going to put a violin out on the front porch. So, alright. Okay, so let's decor this over here. How about some kitchen stuff? Okay, so we've got the modern towel dispenser. Stick that over there in the corner. I need a coffee maker. Ooh, espresso engine. Or this one, espresso grindomatic. Or a cocoa tray, Lux drink tray. Dish laborer, no thank you. Let's go with this. And I'm going to assume that it's going to be okay. Right there. Alright. And then I got to do the sink and the stove. I'm going to go with this one. Let's see, what colors? Let's go with some different colors. There we go. That's fine. So we got the sink. Now we need a stove. I'm going to go with the this one, I think. That'll match. Should I put it? I don't want to put it next to the sink. Yeah. Alright. Put it here where I have a white towel. Just gonna tuck that in there. Right there. Make that fit. There. Okay. And so I'm gonna grab this hood here. I'm gonna size it. That's the wrong color. Size it down once. Alright. That's fine. Looks a little bit off center.
What, baby?
Then I'm going to put a shelf here. Alright. I'm going to put a shelf underneath that. And Cottage Living has a nice little shelf unit. Where's it at? Come on, where are you? Oh, you don't want to show up, do you? Here it is. This is it. Right here. Whoops. Come on now. That'll do. But it's so big. It has to be sized down. There we go. Now we'll put some miscellaneous stuff on the walls. How about some knives? Knife and wall decorations. I like to have it right next to the stove because that's generally the counter that they have of choice. That one right there. And this one looks like I need to move it over just a hair. It doesn't have that glitchy look. That's a little better. Okay, so we got that over there.
Okay. So,
Should I get a
along,
popcorn maker?
along.
Now this over here needs adjusted just a hair.
What do y'all
And
think?
not only that, but we need some
Okay,
kind of
what you think?
centerpiece. Why are you moving? Oh, come on now, move this one.
That's a lot of yellow. It's a springtime themed build, guys. / left hand only build challenge. Because I only have left hand to work with right now.
Just want it all upside there. Lining it up. Come on now.
Please give a like if you
So
haven't
better.
already.
I'm spent all the time
Thank
this
you.
week. My tans. I like myself some space to do a little bit. And perfect. Okay, so, alright. Now how about the
Yellow, white, and tan theme.
should I put a popcorn maker? Thinking of popcorn maker.
So I've got most of the stuff is cottage living, some ranch pack, and base game.
Alright, here we go. This stuff right here. Oh yeah. Definitely need one of these. Let's size that down. Put that over by the stove somewhere. Right there. I'm gonna always put one of these. Let's size it down.
So gotta have the fire prevention system, but I like to size it down.
It doesn't have to be so big and bulky. You can size it down. It's still
so that way it's just not as
right?
noticeable.
Okay. Alright. So now, how about... I want a popcorn maker, yeah. I don't know if that's going to work or not. Like that. I don't know. Anyway, I know if you move these away and then set them like that, it's the better way to do that. What about over here? There we go. Yeah, we'll just put, since I've already got that there, that works perfect. Hopefully it'll work. But this is looking a little glitchy over here, like, see that? Ooh, I don't like that. Let me see if I can fix that. Come on over here, just over here.
Come here, Risa. Your ears take care. Come here. And trim your nails too. Come here. Please.
Alright, there we go. Now I need a trash can. Oh, don't
That little espresso machine going there. Popcorn maker. And plenty of room for more clutter. Okay. Put more clutter there. Might put a little something on behind that coffee maker thing.
Alright, let's zoom in here.
Alright.
There we go. Okay. It's still glitching a little bit. Oh well. My hand is hurting. If I even hold the Alt button
So
down,
that cottage living thing above the stove there, I've just sized that down once and also sized down the hood too.
Anyways,
because otherwise it just it's too big. It's like bigger than the stove.
It has a really cute
ideally it's
centerpiece
supposed to go
like.
above
It is
the
a
stove.
little
It's a
bit
shelf
big,
display, but
you can
I
size
like
it
to
down.
put that above the stove. And I like to put like some little seasoning things there on that shelf and some salt and pepper normally.
Oh, look at that.
I kind of went light in this particular build just because I don't have, not really able to do a whole lot right now. So.
Okay, so we've got the coffee maker, the
call this a light build, if you
paper
will.
towel, and
because normally I do add a lot of details in my build.
So we'll go to the ceiling decoration. Ceiling decorations.
Wait, how do you have another package?
Whoa.
I just shop on AliExpress.
Trying to open my chat here. Let's see what's going on. I want to open. Skip this thing here.
Okay, this one here is really cute.
Open. There we go. Okay.
Whoops, what happened? It's like too high though. I'm trying to get it to where it would be lower. Like this. Because see, this is a medium sized wall, so this is probably going to be the one, but I don't like that one. But the other one.
So I chose Monarchs as the
sticker walls
because I have Monarch way stations and I try to bring awareness to the Monarch issue
It
that
really takes away
they're
the,
endangered.
it hides that.
And so I'm
pretty-
hoping that is that time of year that people will please put out milkweed.
I don't like it.
If you do have pets, you want to make sure, you know, like if it's in a pot or whatever, make sure you kind of put it up high because it can be
This
toxic to
one,
pets. But
that will be-
milkweed is the
that's
the
even
food
lower,
for
or
monarchs,
is
and
it?
so the more people
Yeah,
put
it does. Okay.
milkweed
So
out,
that one.
the better
I'm gonna
for
change the
their
title.
species, if you will.
There we go. So we'll put
So
this here.
this is a medium-sized wall. This build is medium-sized. So
The one over here.
I like the copper colored ones, but I don't want it in the middle there because it's kind of like covering up that.
Whoops.
Whoops.
I accidentally hit Y.
Flower centerpiece. So
Okay.
So if I would,
Let's
we'll just
grab
have
this.
two
Get
hanging
rid of that.
It's okay. But I line them
line
up.
this
You're not.
over
If you
this.
click T
So I
to
really
have the
need
face
to
down view,
press T
otherwise
to
it looks
look
like
it
it's
down.
lined up, but it's not. If you
That
don't
way
look
you
in
can
the
place
straight
it
down.
properly.
No. So I have to do anyways to get it
Alright.
properly lined up. So there we go.
Okay.
Love the hanging pots. I do have the ranch pack, and ranch pack has some pots you can put on the wall.
That is a busy
And
kitchen.
I just really like the
Yeah,
hanging
so
pot
you got
look.
pots and pans over here. You got this
And
seating
hanging
area over here.
pans from the ceiling.
Seats for that's plenty. The kids can sit here. Dogs
They don't
here,
use them.
whatever.
They're
Or
just
you can also
decor,
put a high
but
chair up here if you have the mods and stuff, or the little. There's
So
a
it looks
mod
like I
where
need
you
some
can put
candles
a
on
what do
those
you call
little
it?
end
A
tables.
booster seat for toddlers.
Hello,
And there's
Unbothered
also,
is in the
I think a mod
house.
where
Hey
you can
girl,
put a high
how
chair
are
right
you
up
on
in
this
here.
beautiful Sunday
So
afternoon?
you can just
There's
stick
double
a high
audio
chair right
going
up
on?
there. So
Really?
I thought to have
Okay,
that
are you at the
like that.
beginning of the video? Because I did
Yes, I
turn
think
my
this
my
area
volume
is
down.
done.
See, I had my speakers
So
on. So if you're at the very
maybe
beginning,
a hanging
then
plant
try to
somewhere?
go all the way. Let me
Maybe
check
one
and see.
hanging plant.
Because I
don't know.
did turn my volume down.
All right. So
I may have had my
these,
little phone turned on. I was trying to get back
these,
into my chat.
and I think these are no,
It
these
sounds
are
okay to
cherry
me.
blossoms.
Is it better now? Are you still here?
Trying to find a color that would match.
Unbothered. Are you still? Is anybody hearing
That's
double
pretty.
audio? I appreciate
Should
people
I
letting me
put
know stuff like
There's a
that.
space to put that.
Because for a little while in the
think
stream,
right
I
over
did
here.
have double audio going on. I'm
Or
so
maybe
sorry,
a
guys.
different color.
So when
that.
I am,
Whoop,
when I
that's
do
not
a
what I picked.
recording and then I stream the recording later,
Ew, that looks dark.
I have to turn my speakers down. So I won't hear it
Why is it looking dark?
while I'm
Because
playing the
gonna need
recording
some lights over there.
on my computer, but
because
you guys
that
will.
is
So I can
not
listen to it on my
functioning.
phone so that I know,
That
you
is
know, that
showing
the audio is there.
really
But when I'm
dark.
streaming,
So
I
let
can
me
have
grab a
my
light.
speakers on. So I forget about that when I'm streaming a recorded video. Because right now I cannot go
Ooh,
into
there's
Sims
all
4
these ceiling
Live
decorations
and use my
too.
OBS streaming software and
that
stream at
there.
the same
Is
time
it
because
too low?
it's just too much on my poor little computer
Yeah,
here.
that's gonna be too low.
I have an older computer, so
So
yeah,
let me
my
grab
newer
some
computer
lighting.
was affected by lightning storm, so I'm hoping to
Whoops,
get
I
that
don't know what I
going
just
again.
did, but
Otherwise, I'm gonna have to basically get a
that.
different one. Anyway,
All that.
let me see what
I'm
you said.
back to
Thank you.
objects
I'm
in my
on
room.
the
So I'm gonna go
live
to
section.
lighting
Still hearing it. It goes back out, come back in.
and
Well, that's
grab
weird
a
because
disc
I don't.
light.
Let me know if you hear it now. Because
One of
if
these.
you're like where I'm at now, like if you're watching it from the beginning, check and see
I'm
that
trying
you're
over
watching
here.
it where I currently am
Right
now,
here.
because there shouldn't be double audio coming on.
There we go.
But
Have better lighting in here.
probably the first
Because when
little
I
bit
put
of my
that
live stream, I had the
lantern
speakers on,
there,
so that's why there was double audio.
okay,
Or
want
if I
to
turn
show
my
it as
phone
the
on a little
proper
bit to check my
elevation.
audio, you might hear a little bit of that if I'm too close to this mic. Let me see. Let me go in the other room and listen. Now
See,
you
it's
got me.
just not showing
Okay, I'm
it
gonna go in the other
properly.
room and listen on my phone, so you guys
And
won't
it's
hear
so
that.
annoying. It's just looking dark. It's not showing up properly at all. What if I put the light right on it? Yeah, it's just not. That
Yeah,
is
I
just
don't
not
hear
working.
it. It
I
might
don't
have
know
been
why it's
maybe
doing
when
that.
I turned my chat
If I
on.
see, if I place it over here,
Let me know if it still continues though, because
over
I don't know why
here.
it would be doing
Let
that.
me see. It shows up
Oh,
okay
you know
over
what?
here.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second.
Well,
I'm going to
I'll
mute
just
this
put this
volume
thing.
here because here's the thing about this. It's skipping. So you might be hearing that. Okay, so I muted the video. So now all you should hear is me talking because what's happening with my Prism software streaming software is that it's skipping. And I don't know why. Um yeah, so I reduced the frames per second and I did a recording yesterday and it was fine, but it's doing it again today. So, okay, yeah. Yeah. So, okay, I know what you're talking about now. Okay, you're right. I forgot about that. You are right. Thank you for pointing that out. So so when I have this volume on here, when I was recording, I was talking. And so I'm talking now on top of myself, and I forgot because I don't hear it because I have the volume, because I have the speakers down. I feel so dumb. I am so glad you pointed that out. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Yeah, so I just can't hear the. Next time I record, I'm not going to talk, right? Because I know when I'm going to stream it that I want to hear the sounds of the building. But yeah, so I just won't talk next time I build and record. Because I can't stream and record right now at the same. Like I can't go on Sims 4 and play build while I'm streaming at the same time because my computer it just can't handle it. So thank you. Yeah, hook me up. Yeah, that's like letting somebody with some big funky something on their teeth, walk around smiling and not tell them. It's like, let me know. I just if you have anything that is wrong with my audio, please let me know because you know I do appreciate that. I totally forgot about that. Hmm. I love springtime. Yes, it's when the cold starts going away and it starts to warm up, but it's not hot yet, and I can get out and plant things, and flowers are coming out. It's just, yay! Yes, you sure did. So, when I was a kid, I grew up until I was like pre-teenage in California, and so we didn't have seasons like at all. I never even saw snow until it was like I was like almost a teenager, and so yes, I really do appreciate. I don't like winter though. I rather go south when it's cold. I just don't like winter. I never really have. But spring and summer, yeah, yeah, love it, love it, and of course when it's like really really super hot, I like the more like the non-extreme temps, but the places where the weather is like nice year round, they're just like so expensive. Look at this car. Oh my goodness. I forgot that I had this on my computer, this particular mod. You grew up in Michigan? Oh wow. So yeah, you it's cold weather. It's cold up there. Look at this. Oh my goodness. This cute little thing. Oh my goodness. So this this has I took a lot of mods out. I mean a lot. I had so many mods. Oh my goodness, in this game. I took a lot of them out. I mean tons of them, and I still have quite a bit. Um just to lighten up my folder. But that little Ford old antique car, I just thought that was the coolest thing. These mod developers are so amazing. So you're in Midwest now. My 15th month, my 15-month loves this weather. Your fin, yeah, I know, right? That antique car, that was something. I can't remember if I got that thing to work it or not, if it was just a core, I don't know, but that was so cool. I would love to see my Sims in antique cars like that. I love stuff like that. But so I had just got Sims 3 going and figuring it out, and then my computer was. So what happened was we had a storm, and the internet. I think it was the internet. was hit by lightning, and it traveled through our modems, and it took out about like 3 or 4 modems in my area. And so if my PC that was connected to the modem, it traveled through the internet modem to my PC and killed my PC. My monitor's okay, thankfully. Um, but I was like, oh my gosh. So the guy came out the next day and gave me a new modem, and he told me that there was, some others that had their modems taken out. I know that it was the same bolt of lightning, and it was so loud. It sounded like it was right out my window. I don't know what it hit, but it was so loud. I didn't even know that that could happen. That it can hit, like it can travel through your modem. Like if a lightning hits like an internet pole or whatever line or whatever, that it can literally travel through people's modems to their computer. Because see, I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm on Ethernet mode. If I was using Wi-Fi, it probably wouldn't have affected my computer. It would just took my modem out. But I use Ethernet. So, anyways, I don't think my Wi-Fi's that. We're supposed to have fiber optics. He did tell me though that we're gonna have fiber optics. Probably, he said this summer. That's what they said last year, but by golly, they better have it this year. So that will be a game changer, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can do so much more with fiber optics, because right now where I live, I am lucky, guys, to get internet at all, because used to all I could get was satellite. So they extended the lines to even get me internet. So I mean, my upload speed is so weak. It's like 7, 8 if I'm doing good. I know, and I so took that for granted. I'm telling you, the other night we had another storm, and I was like, nope. I turned my computer off. I unplugged a lot of things, and even like my refrigerator. I don't know if my refrigerator. So I turned my breakers off, and I went ahead and as soon as it happened, I, reset my breakers. But yeah, I mean, I've been through a lot of storms out here, and I've never had anything like that happen. Like, I've been here for 13 years, but that's what I get. I took it for granted. So I've learned my lesson, honey. I have learned my lesson. I'm just praying that all I need is a new power supply unit for my computer. But if it took my motherboard out, oh boy. So I'm gonna look into. I have other computers. I might could just borrow some parts off of that. I don't know. But if worse comes to worse, I can. I'm pretty sure I can slave my hard drive off of my computer and then just put it in another one, so that way, or just put it on a portable drive so I can get all my files, my Sims 3 files, so I don't have to like completely restart. Um, yeah, I don't know how that works. If you have Sims 3 on a portable drive, can you just transfer it to another computer? See, that kind of stuff, I don't know yet. But I have all the disks that I need to reinstall. It's not a big deal. I just need my files. So that's going to be another tech learning experience. I tell you what, I use Google Gemini AI for anything technical. It helps walk me through stuff. I mean, because otherwise you got to pay to call tech support, and have them walk you through it, but that can get really expensive. So I'm super thankful for AI, even though it has its issues. I'm talking like the chat AI. Like Google Gemini AI is like, it's super great for researching, like the amount of time. If something is like an older article or something like that, it could take you hours to go through all these pages, because every time it upgrades with something new and fresh, everything's at the top. So you have to go through so many pages to find an older article, if you can even find it. But with AI, it can just bring up so much stuff no matter how old it is, from so many different platforms. Laptop, I used to use laptop. I quit using desktop for so many years. I was just a laptop girl, and so, but now I'm back to using desktop. I've got a laptop. I think I need a new battery in it or something. But laptops for gaming is super expensive. Like, you can refurb the heck out of desktops to make, to upgrade them to be gaming, light gaming, whatever. But it's kind of harder to do with laptops. And it's just laptops, to have a heavy duty laptop, that's really pricey. Like Sims, though, honestly, though, Sims is it's not a high tech game. But like for me, if the stuff that I do, I need a desktop. I don't I don't think I never played Sims on a laptop because I played Roblox on a laptop. That was a Roblox. I played Roblox for over a year or so. And then when I started playing Sims in 2023, summer 2023, that was it for me. I love to build. And so I do have other build games, like I have Steam and I have Tiny Glades. Have you ever watched Tiny Glades? Oh, cool. Aw. Yeah, so where I live, I'm on a discount because just I have different things that allows me to have my internet really super cheap, super cheap. So I'm hoping, because I asked him about it the other day, because paying $100 a month for internet, that's a little much. I'm on a fixed income. So Tiny Glades is so awesome. Go to my home tab when you get a chance, and my playlist. Um, I have, I'm pretty sure I have Tiny Glade. If you go to my home tab and you scroll down, I have a bunch of playlists. Oh, I have Tiny Glades, and there's some other couple really, it's more like ASMR, but oh my gosh, I love Tiny Glades. But I will tell you about Tiny Glades. Tiny Glades is a little bit higher graphic, like you have to have a graphics card and you have to have a standalone disc. You cannot play it without a standalone disc. And so, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like it's not a high-end PC, but it's not your low-end PC either. You have to have at least have a standalone disc. And so anyways, but it is super relaxing. Oh my goodness. I love, love, love Tiny Glade. So you played Wizard. I've never heard of that one. I like stuff, build stuff. Like in Roblox, I would play Build a Rocket. So I don't know if you know Mark Rober. So he's a really big YouTube channel. Well, he created a game over there on Roblox. It is super, super cool. Oh my goodness. I love, love, love Build a Rocket. I have a Roblox playlist on my channel too. So I beat that game like 3 times. I built a poodle rocket. It's shaped like a poodle. And you like use blocks and stuff. So you have to go and mine, travel to those other planets, and you mine stuff. And then you will get stronger. You get currency, gain currency, so you can buy stronger blocks that helps you go farther to get to the next planet. And the goal is to get to the very, very end planet and beat the fat rat. Then you're gonna battle the fat rat or whatever. And so I don't know why, I just love building. And so that was a really cool game. And then I would do spray paint art, which is horrible. I didn't know at the time when I was doing the spray paint game that I had carpal tunnel like I had, but apparently it's been bad for a while. But yeah, so I had to quit doing that. So the spray painting with a mouse. I didn't have a tablet. A lot of people use tablets, but that spray paint game, oh my gosh, I never digitally painted before, and I would be people would come up to me and ask me to paint their avatar or whatever. We would paint each other's avatars and stuff like that and do challenges, and I would paint their avatars. And so I have a lot of those painting videos with the spray paint game, and I loved those spray paint games. So the art games and the building games and Roblox were my favorite. There's like millions of games on Roblox, but I just really wasn't into them. I don't like violence or anything like that, but I like creativity and building in Sims. Oh my goodness, I was just like, ooh, I like this renovating and decorating. And so it was a while before I learned how to build. And yeah, I think it's pretty cool. There are some amazing builders on YouTube, and I do shout out videos. Yeah. Oh, aw. Okay, you go tend to your baby. My babies are sleeping. So oh my goodness. I, I love to build, but now it's like with my carpal tunnel, it's getting harder to do stuff. So I was waiting to have this surgery, and when I went and had the EMG test that they wanted to do to see if it was my neck causing the numbness in my hands, or was it my carpal tunnel. Like, it could have been both, but I didn't realize that I also had it in my left hand. So, but when I now got this surgery done, I'm hoping that I can get back into like crocheting. And so I'm probably gonna take a Sims break here as soon as I get recovered, and I want to get back into crafts. It's that time of year also. I may even do some acrylic pour painting, because I haven't done acrylic pour painting in so long. Oh my goodness. The only thing about acrylic pour painting is, one, it's not a cheap hobby. I have plenty of paint left over, so I need to use that paint up, right? But I mean, that's an expensive hobby, because you got to buy the canvases and the paint and stuff like that, and the space. It's not just that and the materials, but it's the space too. You have space for the paintings to dry. Crochet's less. I don't know. I have stuff hanging on my wall that has my yarn in it, and so I want to start a new craft called knot bending, and it is really, really cool. It's an ancient craft from predating crochet and knitting. We're talking early 100s CE era, and but you can make tons of stuff with it, like you can with crochet and knitting. And you use a needle that's like sort of like a darning needle, but it's flat and it's wider, a little bit thicker, and most of them are like made out of wood. You can use the metal ones, but it's harder to hold on to than the wood ones. So I'm thinking I'm probably I don't know. But then you do these different types of stitches, and you like wrap them around your thumb and your left on your other hand. So it's really interesting. It's a very interesting craft. So I'm really interested in looking and learning more about that. Then I have the K-tail knitter, that is, it's like a combination of crochet knitting together. It's like this. I have a video on that also on my homepage. And so I've only taught the simplicity stitch and the chain on that one. So I've taught crochet at like public library and stuff like that. In fact, I think I live streamed once while I was teaching at the library, but mostly I just do it for fun. I'm not somebody who does it to sell stuff. I have sold some stuff, but most of the times I just make stuff to give like Christmas gifts, or like take stuff to church, and they have these raffles and stuff like Feast or Tabernacles, and just stuff like that. Or I'll make stuff to donate, to veterans, or the baby showers for women veterans, and stuff like that. So I don't like crochet all the time. I wouldn't call myself a serious crafter, if you will. Okay. So I just think I need more color in this room. So I'm trying to add some decor. All right. Ooh, what about a vase? A vase, yeah. There's adding some more color in there. And I know I can find a planter that would get that color. That's cute. I think I'll put that right up here. I love that you can have plants on top of that. This is pretty, and I think that comes in some purple. Ooh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we're going to get that purple in there. Oh, it's got more pink to it, though. I like the little small table desk.
Sorry.
It doesn't take as much up.
Okay.
Take up as much space.
Let me see. That looks like it's got more of the plum color. No, that's like black, isn't it? Let me try this one. I think I just had that one. That's got purple in it, but it's got a lot of pink too.
That's pretty.
I need to see the purple. It's more fuchsia. It's just not what I'm looking for. That's pretty too, but it's not what I'm looking for. What about this one? Nope. Nothing plum there. Nothing plum there. What about this one? Is that coming purple? Kinda. No. Nope. About this one? Ooh, I see some purple. Golly gee, that thing is so big. What? Why is that so big? Can I size that down? Does it look right? Let me see. I don't know. It's a pretty plant though, but if I put that over there by the window, I think I'm gonna leave enough space to get by. Yeah, those leaves are just too stressing. Yeah, no. Not for there anyways. I want to put something right directly underneath the window. This, maybe. It's more of a fuchsia though. Yeah, that's too big. What about this one? I'm only clicking on it once. Oh gosh. Nope.
So like even that
It's
rose is
like
I think
Come on,
matching
guys.
too.
Ooh, this has some lavender. Ooh. Is that purple? Let me see. Kinda, but not really. I want a plum color. This has a lot of colors, but not the color I'm looking for.
I'm trying to find a planter that will have some kind of purple color that will match with. I need to add more purple to the room to kind of match the bed colors. And there aren't many planters that have that color. And that's one of the things that I really like about The Sims 3 is the customization color tool. Oh my goodness. They they won't add that to Sims 4 because they sell swaps in the packs. I mean, they figured it out, I guess, that they could make more money if they just limited colors with packs and makes you buy more packs to get more colors and designs or whatever. But oh my goodness. I'm gonna go as soon as I get my computer fixed. I'm gonna go playing Sims 3. I love the customization tool. I know a lot of people were talking about it for the longest time about the color wheel, and I've heard them talking about it before. I didn't really realize just how much you could do with that customization tool. And it isn't just the color wheel, it's like so many different designs, and that you can match your furniture. You can make all your furniture the same color or the same design, and man, I tell you what, love that. Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to click that. Oops. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness. So the vase flower color kind of matches the curtains and whatnot. The vase itself is kind of like maybe a fuchsia color. There we go. There's some purple. That'll do. I gotta get rid of that plaid wallpaper there. That is not happening. I don't know. Not for a bathroom. I'm not really into the loud wallpaper. Um, I think like the busy wallpaper designs, they kind of like visually take over. You know, when you walk in a room, it's like the wallpaper's all you see, especially if it's a small room. If it's a really big room, it's not as bad, but I'm just not really into loud wallpaper. I just never really have been. But everybody's different, you know? So I rarely ever use that kind of wallpaper. It's kind of hard for you to see everything else in the room when the wallpaper's loud like that. So that Northern Lights picture is really cute, but it's actually a TV. So it's a picture unless they're using it as a TV. Then it becomes a TV when you turn it on. So I thought that is such a cool little item. So what do y'all think? Well, now I just gotta do the bathroom. Oh my goodness, what a minute. So one of my favorite colors to use in the bathroom is turquoise. It's kind of but I like to use tile in a bathroom. So I do not think I'm going to use this, but we'll just see what it looks like. In Your Veins marble tile. I don't know where they come up with this stuff. They name these stuff. The thing about tile for flooring is stuff getting in the grooves. Ugh. I love marble though. Marble flooring. Or just flat tile. And let's see. I think I'm going to do tile for the wall. And that might clash a little bit. So, don't think that's going to work out. Nope. You have to change that out. That is too much. Well, I think I'm going to go with marble for the floor. And I need to get rid of that sink. I'll just empty this bathroom out. Hang on, let me pause this real quick. Make sure that I have... I don't even think I've turned my stuff on my... Okay. I need to make sure that... I think it's... Yeah, okay. I think I have it set, but let me double check. Did I set it? Did I set the live chat? Okay, it's on. Okay. Alright. So I was streaming earlier and then my computer shut down. I was like, what on earth? Windows decided they needed to do an update right in the middle of my live stream. Wasn't that nice? That's never happened before. Normally I get a warning that it wants to restart, but I could have been out of the room or something. But That's a weird time for Windows to do an update. Usually they do it like late at night. So I don't know what that was about. I do not know. And it just updated the other day too. Because this is Windows 10, but I haven't used this computer till I think I fired it up yesterday, and I hadn't even turned it on since August of last year. So I'm playing an older version of Sims 4. Yeah. And I wish I knew a long time ago that you do not have to update your game. If you're like, you like everything you have, and you don't want to get anything more, you're not planning to buy any more packs, and you don't want to do the updates because they're always breaking stuff when they do the updates, then just play offline. You do not have to do the updates. You don't have to do any of that. Alright? Unless, of course, there's something broken in your game. You always go to EA repair your game, but it'll update it if you do. But, honestly, oh my goodness, I wouldn't have done. I mean, my game was fine. I never did the updates. Everything's fine. It's when they do the updates is when stuff breaks. It's like, So, yeah. A4. Sims 4 is just, it's done. Like, anyways, I'm gonna be a Sims 3 player if I play Sims at all. I'm waiting for Paralives though, guys. Okay, I'm gonna be playing. Dang it, I did it again. Sorry. I'm gonna be playing Paralives. May 25th, guys. Paralives is gonna be released, and I'm so looking forward. I watched those build tools that they have. Oh my goodness! Like for example, if you want a bigger window, then you just stretch the window to whatever size you want it to be. Same thing with the beds. If you want a twin bed to be turned into a queen bed, oh my goodness. You can I think you can upload stuff. I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, but I think you can upload pictures to put on stuff. I'm not sure, but I know that you can change, you'll have a color wheel and stuff like that for customization. So, anyways. And from what I researched, so my main concern, hello, Galactic's back. So my main concern was about the Paralives game is I want to make sure that I'm not going to have to play my character to earn money and only be able to build based on what my character earns. I want cheats. I want to just be able to build if I just want to build. So I asked, Google AI if that was the case, and they said yes. If you don't want to, play the game part where you have to earn the money to be able to build and renovate and stuff, then yes. So I'm just really interested in the game for building. I'm just really not into that much about the whole gameplay. It's just not my thing. It's just, I don't know. I just want to build. I just want to build. And, I mean, of course I'll have some characters, so I'll have a little bit of gameplay, but I just want to build, guys. And, oh my goodness. So you can add your characters, put money cheats or whatever. It's called Paradigms, is the game currency for Paralives. I'm so excited. They were supposed to have been released in December, but they had to do a 6-month extension so they could add more stuff to the world and tweak some stuff, so they want to make sure their launch is successful. They're a small group of developers too. They're not a big corporation. So that's the really cool thing. They have anyways, so hopefully that they'll always stay that way. They're not going to be, they said that they're not going to charge if they do any expansions, they'll be free. So I don't know how they will continue to make money once they sell the kits and they've kind of done, you know what I mean? And I'm sure when they launch, they'll get a bunch, money to the amount of people that's going to start playing it. Right. A lot of people are looking forward to Paralives. But then after that, I mean, you have to make money.
So I don't know how they'll, I'm sure they'll be doing something to make money, right? Maybe they'll sell extra stuff, something like that. I don't know. I mean, I think that people sometimes can be unreasonable when they think, they get mad when you buy a game and it's a type of game that has to be maintained. You know, like this game is. That's a lot of games now. They're not, when they go through the apps, then, you know, if there's something broken or whatever, they have to fix it. And me, it was like Sims 3, well, you know, you buy the disc, you download it, and then you just play. You know, and that's it. So, but when they add stuff and they do updates, that's what breaks the games, right? So, but that's, if they, like they said, that if they do expansion packs or new DLCs or whatever, they said it's going to be free. So that's going to be interesting. Galactics in the house. So I'm going to go with this teal over here in the bathroom, but I like a lot of white, like in the bathroom. So I did the white marble and some off-white tile for the walls. And so I did not, this is a build that EA did, and I'm editing it. So the windows were not my pick for like the color. I just have to deal with it, you know? I'm just doing some light renovation. I'm not like changing the roof or the windows or anything like that. So that looks more green than it does aqua, but that's okay. I mean, it's balanced with the rest of the room, so I'm not really into green, but I do love that turquoise color. So that one bathtub that is like triangle shape, that is really pretty. And so maybe next time I go in, maybe I'll change that out. But I did want a shower bathtub combo, and it's not really big enough to put that big bathtub in there and have a shower. And since it's only a 1-bedroom house, I thought, well, I'm just gonna go with the shower tub combo. But if I was to do this in a bigger house, I would totally use that triangle shaped tub, and it's got such a pretty aqua color. And that's the sink right there, it's like a matching set. So, and I love this little viney curtain thingamajiggy, so I just size it down. That's the one thing that I really do like in The Sims 4 that Sims 3 doesn't have, is the ability to size stuff up and down. Okay. Let me turn the volume on and see what it sounds like. And it means I don't have access to the library. I mean, I could do the save file and share it with other people, but, you know, somebody really wants my build, they can ask for it, but I'm just playing around right now, basically. Okay, so let me go put a pretty part there. Yeah, I'm playing offline. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing, didn't I? Okay, so this is my, so no access to the library. I like this one, it's pretty. So if you want my build, so we'll just stick that right here. Alright, then we need a towel rack. So I need to move this toilet paper. I'd have to upload it to the internet. Over by this stick this over here. And we'll put like a bathrobe and some towels. Okay, let's grab a bathrobe and hopefully find that teal color. I've never actually uploaded anything online. Turquoise. It's like a turquoise color. That's what I'm shooting for. Okay, and then for towel rack, let's see. I've got, these are pretty, and I think they come in darker turquoise. That's not the color I'm wanting though. So let me try another one. nothing there that I want. What about seasons? Seasons has the turquoise. Yeah, that color. That is not the color I'm wanting. Why can't they have towel racks to match the bathroom? Come on, guys, for a base game. Oh yeah, here we go. That's the one. Okay, so do we have enough room for over here? Should I put the bathroom over here? Yeah, I'm gonna put the towel over here. No, I'll put the towel over here. So when they get out of the tub, instead they have to walk away over here, just put the towel rack right here.
Now why?
Come on now. Maybe I should turn around over here.
It'll give us a matching hand towel.
There we go. Now I'm gonna need a hand towel. How about a basic generic hand towel? Do they not have one? With that matching teal? You gotta be kidding me. What I'm gonna have to do is size it down.
I'll make
Can
it
I
happen.
size it down? Let me see. Because I want it to match, you know? So I guess I have to size it down twice to have a hand towel that matches.
What do you think?
There we go. Alright. So we got a matching hand towel. Sorta I do. Okay, maybe a little painting of some sort. A little something to put on the wall. What is this? Birds of a Feather Princess.
Aw,
that's cute, but
thank you.
no. Just a little small painting of some sort. I think there's like a base game lemon one. And there's this too, but no. Oh, come on. Where's that little painting that goes in the kitchen? This is kind of cute. Let me see.
I still think that the toilet seat should be white. You know what I mean? Instead of making it one solid color.
Picture would be appropriate. There we go. Now that room's done. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Oh, bathtub. Bath rug. Yeah, bath rug. Gotta have a bath rug. So I usually just use this one, but this one matches that color pretty decently, so I'm gonna go with that. Or does it? Does it though? Because this color looks, these colors, they don't match. Like this and this matches this.
I think it balances with
off.
the bathrobe, but we got like three different shades going on here. Oh well.
That's good enough. Okay, so I think it's a small house. You've got an open floor plan, a living room, kitchen, dinette.
Do you like the kitchen?
Bedroom and the bathroom. And then I have plenty of space outside to play around with, guys. So, look at this. I'm going to leave the color of the house alone. But we have a lot of space for a pool, right? I mean, next door to the pool. We're going to be... You can have a back door also. Do I have enough room to put a back door? You know what? I have room for a back door, guys. I think I do. If I can put a back door right here. Right here. I'm going to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Now let me see what the front door is. I can probably match. Okay, so it's that. Well, yeah, I'm not going to use that one. That's too tall. So I'm just thinking maybe a cottage living room. But we need to gotta use the same color.
I'm gonna do the outside. Almost done with the inside.
Humana. No, I'm just gonna go with a basic, like this kind of door, maybe with a window. Because I don't want to go away from that plum color. Unless there's a door with plum color to it. I don't think so. Oh, I would be shocked. No, I'm just gonna use a basic.
I gotta find a skinny door because
maybe
of the
something to match
rolling.
the trim of the
Clipping
the
into
bottom
it.
of the wall there. Whoops, this color too. Yeah. All right. So there's even a door right there. Maybe I'll move it over because it's like.
Boom! I love that
That's
sound.
putting a window in the house, basically, right in the bedroom. I mean. That's on the window though, so that's gonna have to go over a little more. Alright, let's see. I could even go with a skinnier door too.
Yeah.
But, okay, so now I need some
I'm gonna change that out.
And go with the same ones I used over there. Okay. And then probably some same railings. Which I think that these are the ones that I used. Yep, those are the ones. But that door is not happening, so I'm gonna have to go with the skinnier door. Let's see. This is kind of a thin door. I think it's skinnier. I don't know. Why is that like
Seasons has
what
a
about
skinny
this
door.
one? Seasons. I think Seasons is even skinnier. Yeah, it is. Okay. That barely works, but it works. It's slightly clipping, but that's okay. Alright, so we've got the back door. Sorry, you need a back door. Alright, so private entrance to the back.
Okay.
I don't know, I may not want to keep that though. We'll see. Alright, time for making a pool. And I'm just going to do maybe this shape.
Time to do the outdoors.
And we're going to go this way. And then one this
I'm gonna
way.
break out debug.
That's plenty big enough, right? For a small starter home, that's plenty, guys. Alright. Pull objects. But I'm going to put some fountains here, though. Let's see. Put one of these in there. Strictly darkness. Ooh, that's really big. Yeah? Why is it so big? Floor illumination. Nah. I'll just do these. Oblong wall light. And probably should turn into dark nighttime. Whoop. Tell me I didn't double place that. I'm going to turn that around. Alright, let's put this in night mode. See how bright that's going to be. That's plenty. That's good, I think. Yeah. Alright. So now, fountain decorations. I like these. Put that right there.
Got a fountain.
Full trim.
Okay. How about some pool trim? Alright, so I've got this. That's kind of pretty. Go with that. Should I go with this color? Oh no. Yeah, the other ones don't really have any colors. This one does, I think. Ooh. Marble. You know what? Kind of like that. Alright. Okay. Got some outdoor furniture. I'm not really able to do a whole lot of decoration like I want.
Now, normally I would have like a platform area, you know what I mean? I would have like a designated pool build area instead of just slapping the pool down on the ground, but you know, this is light building for me.
Also in my left hand also, so I have to kind of go light.
Look at that little car.
Right now, I've probably been on doing this for too long. And I do have a new wristband thing. It's a wrist support thing for carpal tunnel. Hang on just a second. I gotta take this robe off. It is hot in here.
It was chilly this morning, but now it's warmed up, so I'm overdressed.
Okay,
now I think that there's enough space even on this lot that even with the space I took up, I think there might even be enough space to add like a little nursery room or toddler room later on the side of the house. If somebody wanted to.
Get that in. That's kind of pretty. Alright.
But currently it's a one bedroom.
Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. We need a radio. How about a picnic table? We need a barbecue area, so I'm gonna make this a barbecue area right here. As a matter of fact, yeah. So this one has, let's see what colors. So that comes in blue, but does it match? Yeah, I think that'll work. Sure. Okay. So then how about some outdoor cooking stuff? That's kind of nice, but this is even nicer. Is that too big? Ooh, that comes in blue and white. It's kind of pretty. Or should I do this one? It's a little smaller. Yeah. I'm going to do that one just because it's small. Okay. And then I am going to put some flooring out here. Like some stone color, great gravel. Okay. What color? Yeah, we'll go with this. Oh, That sound is funny. Should I go one more? Yeah. Alright, and I'll probably put some stones out here. Put some more. Yeah. Alright, so this is, I think, is that going to be enough space for chairs? That is a really big umbrella. Like, it doesn't even have to be that big, right? Okay. Let's do outdoor chairs. Whoops, that furniture. Hello. Okay. So, what? This one that I used? That's the one, right? No, this is a different color. Actually, this one's smaller. And I think this color is... This color, I think, matches better. So this one is... This one... This is... Wait a minute. Which one did I use? Which one did I use? Oh, I used the Voyeuristic Large Umbrella Table from back on Outdoor Stuff pack or whatever. Yeah, okay. So then, let's see if I can find that there's something to match. Surely to goodness they'll have tables to match. I mean, chairs to match the table, right? Terrible if they didn't. But yeah, okay. Here we go. Pretty sure that's the color. Yeah. It's seat 6. Or should I do a smaller one that seats 5? Let me roll it just a hair. I want everything on that flooring part right there. Okay, so we got your little area over here. Now I'm going to grab some rocks. I don't know if those rocks are going to wing them out. Maybe I should push it out a little bit. No, you know what? I'm not going to do that. Cancel that. Tell you what I'm going to do. This right here. Oops. Alright, this is smooth keeper. I have to put a wall there, I think. Must be applied to a room. Aww, I hate that. Like in Sims 3, one thing I really like is, yeah, you can just add a fence without having to do the wall first. Now let me see if it'll let me do it. What the heck? That is not what I wanted at all. That was not what I wanted at all, guys. Well,
What'd you do?
I don't understand.
What, cookie or
What did I
something?
do wrong? Rose stone wall?
Okay. I think that's pretty.
Place fences by drawing. Let me see what that did. Yeah, that'll work.
I may
Here.
downsize. One second.
I may go back in and downsize some rugs to be like really tiny. And because I like to have like a transition line between that barbecue area to the grass. Stuff on it. They won't put it on the floor. So just something for you to put the food on. And then you need a little, some kind of pretty planter over here. Nice big planter of some sort right over here. This one. Stick that right there. Okay, what do you think? Put that right here over here. And then there's plenty of space for other stuff over here. And yeah, I would even put maybe some spray paint over here. But like I said, ordinarily I would. I'm not going to do a whole lot right now. I really like that. Whoops, that fencing next door. See that fencing next door? Hang on a second. Like, I really like that style, but I don't want to have the same exact fencing as the neighbor that's like copycatting. I was like, that fencing next door, I would totally use that, right? So I'm just gonna go with stone wall. I love that house next door. That's a nice build. I really like that setup. But I'm gonna go with some debug walls and try to make it happen. It's gonna be mix match, but I'm just gonna do probably the backyard and leave the front unfenced instead of doing the whole property. That next door house is a really nice base game build, I think. I think it's like the best one in Willow Creek. I really like how they did the backyard area. Needs some pull trim, but that it's base game though, so I'm not. My build is not base game, so I have more stuff. Nope, cannot build on the boundary lot. I think in Sims 3 you can, but you can always go into debug and pull some stuff out to put it right on the line, because sometimes in smaller lots, you know, that extra 1 square grid makes a big difference. So I need to maybe pull that chair up a little bit, but I want to put the wall right on the line. Okay. You know what? I could even put a tiny little planter on that little low rising stone wall thing. Hello. Like this right here, I could just use Alt 9 and put something on that right there and that right there, just for some extra little something something. Here in this lower box, this is where you're going to type debug. and I typed it wrong. So type DEBU, and then you'll see this come up, and click on debug, and wait, and it will open up all your stuff. So now you have a bunch of different stuff that you can work with, and you can use these here.
That was a pretty one. I should use that one. Oh well.
Kind of like the stone look. I think I'm going to do fence.
Hold up a second. This is the one I should have went with right here because I don't think it's as long as this one, and that would have been easier. I may go back in and change that.
And put it right up on the edge. That's the great thing about debug. Come on. Gotta go there. Come on. Come on. Work with me. Nope. It's not. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Okay, use your Alt button. There you go.
Pretty buggy.
Okay. And the only thing is, this is going to go inside the wall. I need one that you can, like, put a gate here or something. So I'll probably just stick a gate there, because it's going to be too...
So that's one good thing. I love debug. Oh my goodness, there's so many things in debug that I haven't even seen yet, honestly, that I haven't even used. Lots and lots and lots of stuff in debug. But when it comes to like fencing, if I'm going to use fencing, I want to put it right on the edge. You know, especially in smaller lots like this. So that's where debug really comes in handy. I don't know, some of the stuff they can walk through though. But I think those walls are okay. There's sometimes stuff in debug is like, it's functional, but it's not functional. But the idea of fencing is to keep you out of your property, but you know, you don't want them walking through the stuff, you know. I recently did a build that had like a carport. I think I used the Get Famous gazebo with the glass top type. I think I sized it up, used it as a carport. So I took a gate. I mean, the cars in Sims 4 are just decor anyways, right? Unless you're using a mod. So I put a gate, and I double sized it or whatever, sized it up so that it looks like a gate, so that I could have, you know, like a back entrance to the property. It seemed to work out. And I didn't see anybody walking through the stuff, so I think it was okay.
That was 12 years ago. This is, don't forget to turn off the other audio. It's going out again. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's like a delay. So when I turn this volume off, right, and I'm thinking that I can start talking as soon as I turn this off, but what's happening is there's like a delay between this and my live stream. So
I'll have to wait a few seconds once I turn this off before I start talking again. See if it'll fix my computer. I haven't even opened it up yet because I don't want to fool around with my left hand trying to unscrew tiny screws and stuff like that. So it'll be a couple weeks before I try to mess around with my computer to see if I can fix it. Alright. Yeah. So I'm just going to do the backyard. Yeah. Oh my goodness. No way. I don't know why I'm having problems moving this. I don't know what the issue is. It's not because I'm using my left hand. I guess this again is being buggy. Okay. Come on now. Work with me. What is it doing? Why isn't it turning? Y'all heard me clicking. It wouldn't turn. Alright. Wait, did I go too far? Oh, I did go too far. I did. Alright, so I'm going to put a gate over here. I'm going to put this right up on the wall, so we'll have a entrance to the property gate right there. Okay. So, maybe I may not have enough room. Come on now. Work with me. Ooh. That might be enough room for a gate. I hope. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Just go over a little bit. Come on. Oh, you buggy thing. Come on. Cut it out. Alright, here we go. So if I zoom, so I need to zoom out, right? Let me go this way with it because as I'm running into my panel box there, and okay. Yeah, me too. Oh, come on. Of course, I don't have, kids or anything, but and doggies. Yeah, nice big things, George. Line it up. Although actually, I like the house next door. I might go in there just to take a look around. I think it's an empty house. Okay. So now I'm gonna try to find a gate. Go in there and check stuff out. Put a gate over here. And maybe if I don't like the inside, I'll edit it. Hopefully it will work. And I'm thinking that's a nice big living room. I wonder how many bedrooms it has. It's probably gonna be at least a 2-bedroom, right? Okay. So let me see. Maiden's Gate. That kind of matches, but it's too big. Okay, so this gate situation is oh my goodness, what I went through to get a gate to work. It was either too small or too big. I mean, I wanted that right on the edge of the house there, so but yeah, it worked out though. The cottage living is a little mixed match, but that's okay. I think it's cute anyways. Doesn't show that much. Let's go with, nope, wrong color. There we go. Ah. I think the blue gate was better. Oh well, it's all good. The gate kind of matches the wall color, closer to the wall color, so it's all good. Okay, so this side over here was super tricky. Tricky. I might just skip through that part. It took me forever to find the right gate, and it ended up where I had to just put some plants there, and it was kind of goofy looking, but yeah, I'm just gonna skip through this part because, you know, it was an issue. It went on and on and on. Look, I'm still going. Like 30 minutes just to find a gate. Oh, it was crazy. But I did not give up. I did not give up. I made it work. Still working on it. Still working on it. There. See what I did? Let me back that up just a little bit. Okay, so I had to put those plants there. Anyways, I'm probably gonna go back and put some like wisteria and stuff off of that right there, kind of down the wall there, you know, give it a real green look. But otherwise, if I had that, if I had that wall there, I think that's enough space for them, the foot space in front of that gate, that they could actually, it'll be a functioning gate. So I don't just want a gate there, I want a gate that actually works. So I think it'll be functional. Yeah. A little goofy looking, but anyways, so I'll probably put some greenage across this wall. I think that will be pretty. Okay, so what y'all think? Again, if I wasn't working with just my left hand that also had carpal tunnel, I would be doing more stuff. Oh, when you zoom out, it looks like there's a piece of fence missing there. I don't think people can walk through that greenery over there, so I think I will be able to lock the gate to keep people out and keep little ones in is the main thing. Because if you don't baby proof your whatever and you have a baby in there, get away. But this is really not even going to be for having a nursery anyways. Of course, you could see what I'm saying. There's plenty of space over here that you could add another room. You know what I mean? You could easily, I'm sure there would be space for a door here, and you could add another bedroom over here if you wanted to turn it into a 2-bedroom, you know. But where I put this pond though, yeah, that makes it a little hard to do, but I think that tree is going to be pretty back there. And, you know, I may go back in and redo that pond to put it maybe closer to over here, so that way it would be easier to do an add-on right here. So I'm saying you could do an add-on with just a door right here, just do one little room right there. Of course, you could always make it, you know, 2-story too. But for right now, it is a 1-bedroom, guys. So now it's time to do some landscaping. I'm going to build a little fountain. Hello, Marvy. Let me get to the chat right quickly. Marvy. Hello. Hello, Marvy. Let me go say hi on your channel. But you don't have any videos. Okay. Well, thank you for stopping in. Hello. Okay. Chess master and knowledge. This is again a 1-bedroom house, so it is a very small house, you know. Hand carved chess table. That's cute. Put that right out. And then how about a painting
painting easel. Functions by room.
Wow.
Okay, so
on now.
let's do
What is going on?
a painting easel since I got the debug
So
open.
there's a nice sized porch
don't have the
though, so
gameplay.
plenty to do on the porch.
Yeah, it is unlocked. Okay, so this one here, deluxe all season. Then we'll put a violin out here. Ooh, I don't like that. Go with that one. Okay, and then we need a violin. Where's the fancy violin? There she be. Wait, does that say modded? Yeah, I want a modded one. Okay, so then we need some table. There's some chairs to go with that chess table. Some wooden one would be appropriate. Wooden chair. Yeah, this one looks like that would go with this table right here. In fact, it does match. Okay. Now, how about a chair to actually sit outside and chillax? Yeah, so we'll put 2 chairs right here. Let's see. Maybe a rocking chair would be cute. Yeah, we'll go with the rocking chair. And they're like facing each other, right? Okay. And we'll put a little planter. You can sit there and rock and knit and talk to each other and whatnot. Let's put a cute little planter out on the porch.
Okay.
Let's see. I kind of like this one. Even though that's seasoned living, that's fine. It's a thin plant.
Woo! Look at that cute chess set. That comes with the outdoor retreat kit.
Make sure that is close enough to the wall.
It's got that made out of wood, handcrafted look.
Okay, so this is.
I'm not sure what color this house
like
is.
when I
It's
grabbed it,
kind of
right?
like it's not a yellow. It's kind of like a cream color. I kind of like it actually. It's kind of like a vanilla / coffee creamer color. Yeah. I've never used it, I don't think, but I kind of like it.
Make sure that's not going through the wall or anything. Alright, so you've got the violin, you've got the painted easel, chess table. Now let's get a little fountain over here. I like to build a fountain. Yeah, this is a perfect spot for a fountain, guys. Okay, I'm gonna have to terrain manipulate. See if I can do that.
I am squirrels in my attics. Oh my goodness. Those rascals. Okay, so see, there's plenty of room over here on the side of the house to add another room if somebody wanted to later to make it a 2-bedroom. But I'm gonna put a little pond right here. Yeah, right there. So like right here, over here, there should be enough space right there to add a door if you just like take that hutch out. There should be enough space to have a door right there. A little bedroom right here. You know, for a toddler or something like that. I think I leave enough space for another bedroom, for another room add on later. Although if I was to redo it, I would definitely put this pond a little bit more over this way. And maybe a little closer to over here. Just to give more space for another room over here. There's plenty of yard space. They could have made this house there easily. Alright. Now, do you notice the temperature dropped to 66? And it is still steadily staying at 66. So. Okay. So it is nice and warm. Ouch. Yeah. I guess that's okay. Alright, now. Yay! Oh my goodness. Okay, you know what? Hang on. There we go. I just want a little tiny. There. That's good. Alright. Okay, looks. I want to make sure that's not frumpy now. Terrain increase, decrease, flatten terrain. Yeah, I just don't want it frumpy looking. Okay, so now got this little pond here. Okay, so now I can put some flowers and whatnot around it. Let's see. Granite Falls Blossom. No, I'm just going to put some flowers. There we go. That is not what I clicked on. Yeah. A little kid actually get in this and sit and play and whatnot. That's too big. Nope. Let me see.
Those are pretty. And maybe some of this. Oh my word, that is way too big. Oh, never mind. The way the valley curved. There we go. I don't know. There's two different things. Some colorful ones. Ooh, that's pretty. Nope.
Nice when it's warming up and you can have the door open, windows open, or whatever.
Cancel
get
that.
some fresh air. You're welcome, Marty. I appreciate you. I'm just trying to. Okay, so I'm gonna move that big bushy flower right there. Let me turn this off real quickly. Okay. So whatever that flower bush is there, it's like not. It's kind of clashing. So I'm gonna move that. I'm just gonna go with some wildflowers. Look. And some rocks. These are really tall, so I'm gonna size them down. Make them look like the little baby flowers. Because I don't like want some. They kind of like want them all to be the same size, you know. Because I think that's kind of realistically the size that they would be. I don't think they would be that tall like that. I could be wrong, but looks like it's like 3 feet tall, you know? If you had a sim standing next to there, that's how tall those would be. Like the height logic is a little off. Like those blue flowers, those are so pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys, I saw this beautiful, it's like a dark blue, really pretty hosta plant. And I'm like, there is no way that that plant is that color. They have so many scam stuff when it comes to plants on the internet. And sadly, you see a lot of it on YouTube. Like today, I saw this ad about these cameras that you can like just put them anywhere and like they have their own network. You don't have to have, but like most of the cameras, like I have a cell tower, deer type camera you can put anywhere, you know, and you can, it's easy in case it goes off a cell tower. But the only thing about those, they're vulnerable to Wi-Fi jammers. But it's really cool because, you know, no wires or whatever, and you can, you know, get a picture anytime you want. But you have to have a subscription, so you have to pay, and it's not that much. But you know, if you want, there's like a free version, but if you want to like get, you know, more than more pictures or videos or whatever, then you have to pay for like a little subscription. But most of those cameras like that you can just stick somewhere, they require a subscription. So this ad is saying that you can get this camera, you can stick it anywhere, and it's got like, I was like crazy stuff like 5-year battery. The battery never goes bad. It lasts for like 5 years or something crazy like that. And then, you know, there's no subscription. You just pay for the camera, and the network is free. I mean, you can just, I guess, look in anytime you want or whatever. And I'm just like, and it's totally a scam because I looked it up, and it's totally a scam. I'm just like, why do they have so many scam ads on YouTube? You know, you would think, oh, it's on YouTube, so, you know. So you have to really be careful about these ads. You have to, and not only that, but recently I'd had a Trojan in my computer from YouTube, and you don't even have to click on the link. They're called drive-by downloads, and I never even heard of that. So, oh my goodness. And thankfully, it was right at my computer when it happened. It says rare. Usually, YouTube catches that kind of stuff, but oh my gosh, like you don't even have to click on it, and it downloads into your computer just for being on your screen. I'm like, what? Yikes. So you just make sure your browser is updated, you know. And with Windows 11, you know, kind of dropping Windows 10, there's, you know, make sure your stuff stays updated or whatever. They kind of extended the update, whatever, or you're going to pay for it, whatever. So, oh my goodness. Stuff like that, you know, I try to share. And so I've recently attended the membership boot camp. So that was pretty cool. Honestly, I didn't know if I was going to learn anything because, you know, I have watched some of the videos that they have on YouTube, you know, but no, I think connecting with others and stuff, there was a lot of people. I think there was up to like 40, between 40 and 50 people that was in, you know, these sessions or whatever. So it was pretty cool because you can like connect with other people and can hear the different things that they do. And I don't think there was anybody, any of the channels that I'd ever seen before that I'd recognized. So there was a lot of new people. And I'm just like, there's so many millions of channels. And it's like being able to find them is like really hard. And because they mostly just show like the bigger channels or people that you happen to run across. But just so you know, there's like 50 million content creators, right? It's a big, big YouTube world. So yeah, like all of the people that was there, I don't think I'd ever seen any of them before. So, um, so I got some YouTube swag. I got a sweatshirt, so I was really cool about that. So I should be coming in the mail soon. So I'm gonna decorate it, whatever. But I'm a membership. I mean, I think I have 2 levels, but I mean, I'm not charging much for my memberships, just to have memberships, right? Because they really want to encourage us to do that. And so mine's like, I think it's like for the Smiley Club, it's like 99 cents or whatever. But I'm going to be doing some tutorials, my crafting tutorials, you know, and maybe just some extra stuff like me videoing with me personally, like with my dogs and stuff. But I'm going to be doing some tutorials, you know, and so of course I do giveaways, and those I do like on special holidays, you know, Christmas, New Year's, when I meet, you know, if I meet like a milestone, like when I get 5,000, when I hit 4,000, I did one. I'm gonna do another one when I hit 5,000, and then like Easter's coming up, so that's gonna be my next giveaway. So for, you know, every month you're a member, you get extra entries for the bigger price. So I do crochet makes. I give away crochet makes, and also mostly just Microsoft gift cards is what I do. But every once in a while I'll throw in some other stuff. So, anyways, Easter is just around the corner. And the cool thing, Easter is like my irises they always bloom Good Friday or Easter. It's so amazing how they time like that. You know, it's just the nature impresses me. It's so amazing. God's creation is just intelligence, right? Okay, so trying to line these up. See, I can't go into live mode right now to see if these are lined up just right, because I don't want it like squirting, you know, over the pond. I want it to land in the pond. So I mean, where it shows the arrows at, that's where the water's going to land. So anyways, actually I think probably one is enough. So I'm going to go back in and take out that other one. But I just love these little ponds. I just think they're so cute. I just like to have it a natural built pond. And see that opening there on the far right end right here? Now, this is shallow right here, so toddlers can get in here and sit in here and play in here. Like it's a little pool for them, and they can play with their toy. They can, and it's such a cute little animation for toddlers. So I always leave like one side open for you know them to get in and play in it. You can actually look for frogs also, and it's just a little decoration fountain. But if it was a little bigger, you can even stock it with fish. I mean, you probably could stock it with fish. Not very big though. But I just like to have a little fountain just for sitting around and relaxing, you know. And so I do think there's enough space over here to add another bedroom, like so. You can go right up, like right here, to out here, like that. That should be a big enough bedroom, right? If you wanted to add a second bedroom. I don't think it would mess up the pond if you went right up to here with it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 4. I mean, it's a small bedroom, but that would be a big enough room for a kid or a toddler or a nursery. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 by 4. Yeah. I would prefer the 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To go out here, 5 by 5 would be better for a kid's room. But anyways. Goodness, girlfriend, what you doing over there? Jumping off the furniture. So, yeah, I put some stuff down on the ground out there to get rid of ticks. I got bit by a tick the other day. I was like, oh my goodness, these ticks. I've had Rocky Mountain spotted fever, tested positive for Lyme once, but I got antibiotics soon enough. So, then I got the alpha-gal syndrome from ticks. And so, I don't mess around with ticks. So, I need to... did it the day it rained, so like right before it rained, I got it out there in time. So hopefully I can be out there walking my dogs and not have to worry about the ticks. Even though they get their tick treatment, it still will jump on them and bring them in my house. Even, you know, I mean, tick treatment for dogs is not going to prevent them from jumping on your dogs, especially if you have poodles like me. So they foofy, they got hair. They can latch onto it. It was like, I don't know where I picked that tick up. Like, come on now. I mean, I hadn't even been outdoors hardly at all. Those dang things. I'll tell you what. Alpha gals where you can't eat anything mammalian. So don't mess around. Don't play around with those ticks. It is no joke. They don't just bite you. They give you diseases. So, and the alpha gal is spreading across the country. So try to spread awareness. It's that time of year. And I love these hollyhocks. They're so cute. Now, I don't know if birds actually use this, like if it actually attracts birds or if that's just decor. I don't really know. But I know this attracts birds, and they actually eat it. You'll get finches and cardinals and I think blue jays. Yeah, so that's really cool. I have bird feeder out in my yard, so I have birds around my property. So I have cardinals, finches. I haven't seen any blue jays for a while. I don't think I've heard any, but I'm pretty sure they're in the area. And we have robins out here too, and some crows. So those crows are kind of annoying because they're bigger birds and they'll eat up that feed so quick. I'm just like, oh my goodness. I like the smaller birds. The blue jays are so pretty. I love to use. I have a DSLR camera and a zoom camera, little Canon zoom camera, and I like to do close-up pictures of them. when they're out there. I just I can look right out my window, get pictures. So I think it's coming along, guys. I'm almost done. A little ways to go on my video here. Let's see. I skipped about 10-15 minutes of it because they're stuck on that fence issue. And so I will download this later and turn it into a speed build add some nice relaxing music for those who like to watch speed builds. I do have speed builds. I have a playlist if you go to my home tab on my channel and just scroll down and you'll see my speed builds. And so I have quite a bit in my build list. So I have live stream long builds if you like to watch it, in slower builds or whatever. And you could always, and especially like you could always speed it up to 2. And if you have a subscription or whatever, they now have the option where you can speed it up 4 times because I like to do that. If I'm trying to figure out how somebody did something, I will slow it down just so I can watch them to see exactly how they did something. Or, if I think the pace is just too slow and I want to speed it up and watch it, But I love speed build videos and I love stop motion videos. I have a lot of appreciation for stop motion videos. So I do shout outs of fellow simmer if they're smaller channels, and I think they're worthy of so many views. And it just because I feel like other people may not be aware of this particular sim builder channel, and so the small amount of simmers that do come to my channel, I would like to share with them these other builders that I have found that they may not be aware of. So I do shout out videos, so you'll see a playlist of my shout outs, and so that's what that's about. And I may do like usually about 5 channels, and I mean I have found some absolutely superb YouTube channels that are smaller channels that there's no reason why they shouldn't have many views. It certainly isn't because they don't have quality video, because I'll tell you what, the quality that they put out and the amount of time that they put into the editing and to especially the stop motion, oh my goodness, so worthy, so worthy. And I get aggravated because I see this stuff in my feed. I'm just like, this is garbage. YouTube, I have no interest in this. Just silly, ridiculous stuff. And I'm not trying to be mean or like disparage other people's, especially in the short section. It's just like nonsense. Just nonsense. It's just like little kids, with cameras. And I'm just like, YouTube, why do you keep showing this to me? Why are these particular videos getting so much visibility? Unless their channels paying for visibility, But like, nonsense. Just like they'll wave their camera around the room and play this little music to it, and just like, okay, that didn't do anything for me except for annoy me, because like 50 of those videos in a row are doing the same thing. And especially the trending videos, you'll see so many of the same thing because everybody, okay, you want to follow the trends. But I'm just like, they have to be paying for visibility. Makes no sense. Why? I'm not going to subject or lower no, I'm not going to do those kind of videos, and I'm not interested in those kind of videos. And so I'm just like, if people do these kinds of videos, and that's all, I will just start like, don't show me this, or whatever, just because I don't want to see that. I want to see stuff like, when I click on types of videos like sim builders, especially the stop motion, why am I not seeing more sim builders with stop motion videos in my feed? I've told YouTube, look, I keep watching these videos. Why aren't you showing me more of these videos? That whole, we're going to show you what you like. This is why we're tracking you so we know what you're liking. No, none of that is adding up, because I always click on the same kind of videos, and I never go with what stuff they're trying to shove into my face. I don't comply. And you know what I mean? It's like a lot of people will click on what's right there in front of them, but I'm not that person, right? And it's just, oh my goodness. So that I do these shout out videos because these channels that, I just think that, I guess since they're not paying for visibility, that YouTube is just not giving them any visibility. And I'm like, yeah, but they're very worthy. right? So for those who really do treasure watching those kinds of videos, go check out my playlist. It's a shout out because I have found some fantastic channels that I've never seen, never showed up in my feed. I had to go hunt them down. Okay? Like I would go to channels and I'd go through all these comments and look for other people who play and go check and see if they have videos, or I'll go to other places online, different platforms, and I will hunt down these channels, guys. So I'm talking next level builds, like impressive, right? So yeah, go check my shout out video because, and it's not so much like, I hope that my shouting them out maybe give them some new viewers, but really and truly the benefit of doing those videos is for those who want to see other sim channels, because EA kind of has a monopoly. The YouTube channels that do build sim builds is they, I mean, EA has the monopoly for visibility. It's just that simple, you know, because anyways, they pay. Anyways, so, but for us viewers, okay, and fellow sim players and builders, yeah. And if you're somebody that knows about a fellow sim YouTube builder that you think is a good builder, that, you know, let me know. I had somebody that commented a builder, and I had never seen him before, and I was like, ooh, yeah, thank you know, and put it in my shout out playlist. So, anyways, so I'm gonna redo this little area here in the front, and I'm thinking I'm gonna put maybe a little border around those flower bushes there. Maybe line them up, straighten them out a little bit. Again, this base game house is an EA build, so I made it a little bit bigger and I renovated the inside. So now they left a lot of empty stuff outside. A lot of empty space that you can do what you want with, and so yeah, I'm making use of that space today. And let me turn this back on. Well, should I go all the way around the house with that too? That would be pretty. Got that little bit uneven look, but that's okay. It looks more natural that way, I think. Alright, so maybe I'll go with some stones. Let's see. I'm gonna have to do something with this area here. Okay, I think we need to move that back. That low thing here. Smooth keeper. There we go. Get it to work. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty. I'll go with that. you think?
I'll switch to this. Oh, don't like that either. How about some pretty toe ticklers?
Oh.
I have squirrels in my attics. Whoops. I need to pull that page. Oh my word. Just right there on that one first line. There we go. Whoops. I was trying to take the sidewalk, but I wasn't. Okay. Woo! I'm done. Alright. Okay. I think that's it, guys. There we go.
That sound brings back so many memories. Roblox spray paint game.
There's the kitchen. What you think? Okay, so you got your hand towel. Back out.
Thank you.
Probably not at all, not really, but anyways, that's just it. Turquoise. Okay.
for starter home. I think it's quaint. I'm sure it's in here. So what do you think? I have the outdoor light though. I should put some in here. What can I do for lighting? Okay, get a little close up here. Coming towards the end of my video. What do you think? So I renovated, upgraded this base game starter house. Maybe some cute little just these whatnots. I'm gonna do some lines. I need to turn the lights off so you can see what it looks like. Whoops, wrong one. Wait, I grabbed the wrong thing. No, I know what. Where's the floor lamp? Watch this. Oh, that's cute. This tree here. It's just too big though. So noted that. I'll put some string lights out here. Work with me. Try to center that a little bit better. I'm gonna light it up. Watch. And out here. Hey, Archie's in the house. What's up? Thank you. I'm gonna add you. There you go. Everybody say hi to Archie. Go check his channel out. And then one more over here. Thank you, Archie. Whoops. Oh, ow. so cool to meet people from around the
Put
world.
some lights out
So
here.
awesome.
It's not really lighting up anything. You know what? Forget that. Dang, what I'll do. I use indoor lights for outdoors because why not? Right?
Almost done, guys.
I'm gonna light it up.
Chat. I know I say guys a lot. I should say y'all instead.
There. Make it daytime at nighttime. Alright, guys. There we go. There she be. A duty to rep. Yeah. That's it for now. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you.
Okay, guys. Here we go. Let me put that back.
Okay, I am back at here.
Just a second. Alright, I'm getting close towards the end of my video here. So I want to make sure that I have my theme open.
Center that a little bit.
Right here. I'll talk over myself. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I got that open so that way.
If your child was sent sexual images or material,
check y'all out and say hello to everybody. I will be stopping by everybody's channel that has stopped by my channel today, so thank you very much. Appreciate you. Pause that rabbit on pause. Okay, so I'm gonna go by, say everybody, I will be going by to visit your channel, you all. Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate you very, very much. So much. And I usually live stream like Sunday through Thursday on a regular basis. Sometimes I might do on a, maybe Saturday night. We'll see. But in the evening around 7 o'clock my time. And so I hope you will come by and visit. And I think I might start doing extra entries for people coming to my live streams on a regular basis or something. But I always do reciprocate and go visit. And here's the thing about me. I won't click on videos if I can't watch the whole thing, right? If it's not a live video, right? Because here's what happens if somebody clicks on your video, comments, and leaves, then basically that's telling the algorithm that they weren't interested in your video. They gave it a chance, you know what I'm saying? So it's not good to do that. I think a lot of people think if you just comment on somebody's video, that's giving them support, but really, honestly, it's not. It's hurting their channel, because if you can't watch the video, you're just clicking and leaving, click, comment, leave, it's telling the algorithm that they don't like your video, and it pushes you down lower into the visibility algorithm, okay? So I will not do that to other people. And there's a lot of types of videos that other people do. Like, I love watching travel videos of places that people have been around the world, places that I will never see, but through them vicariously through their video, you know? And so I have plenty of shorts videos or shorter videos, and so I just ask that, if you're just wanting to come here and just show love and support, that's great. I'm hoping that I can create content that will actually bring people that are just interested in my content. But if we're just being a family and a network to each other, that that we actually watch each other's videos. And so I just want to say that, because I think a lot of people think, because it used to be that people were like comment, because that like comment does push your video in the algorithm. However, they really prioritized the retention rate more than anything. So if you're just clicking on a video and then you're commenting and leaving, that like and that comment is not valuable. It is not. It's just not. It's telling the algorithm that you're getting these views and people are leaving after a few seconds or whatever. It's not good for your channel, people, I promise you. So please don't do it to me, and I won't be doing it to you. Alright? No click and runs. Anywho's, I hope that you guys have a blessed day. That's it for me. Did I pause that? We'll leave it paused over here. So, yeah, your comments are appreciated. And I will be downloading this once it's downloadable, because here's the thing about YouTube. They process your live stream after you're done. You end your live stream or whatever. They'll process it forever. So I can't even, I like to download it straight away if it was available, but usually it's not for many hours or whatever. But as soon as it is downloadable, I will probably tomorrow be turning it into a speed build. And then for those who like to watch speed builds, you'll see it in that playlist, because I add music. There's a lot of people who like to listen to the music and watch. They just sit back and relax and watch speed builds and listen to music, and I'm one of those people. So if you are a simmer and you have those kind of videos, shout yourself out. I'm like, a lot of people don't like themselves shouting themselves out over. I'm like, shout yourself out, simmers, because otherwise, how am I going to know you exist? Because YouTube is only showing the bigger channels. Like, I want to see your videos. Comment below if you're a simmer and you have builds. I will be checking your stuff out. In the meantime, I hope you have a blessed day. Bye bye.